there are 8 key disciplines that I think you either need to learn and master yourself, or you need to have someone around you, bring in an expert that can help you with it. And that's another thing about business that I've learned, is that I read somewhere, I think it's that life is too short to learn from all your own mistakes. And you do learn from some of your mistakes, but in business there are a lot of really good people out there who are experts in different areas that can do stuff for you. You don't have to know everything. But you do need to at least know what the disciplines are of this sport and what it is that you should be aware of and learning. And these, in my view, these are the 8 that you need to master. First one is branding, and in my view this is the single most underestimated and misunderstood discipline in business. It's not just about a logo, have a name and a logo and get out there. It's actually about understanding what the power of a great brand can do and how that will influence everything your business does. The next is budgeting, the financial side of things. It is a financial game, and the accountants in the room, of course, will agree with this. And do get a great accountant, do get great financial advisors, because it is a financial game. And you do need to have a budget. You need to know, you need to set your targets for the year, your profit targets and your revenue targets, and you need to sit down every month and see how you're going against that, check your progress. It's a discipline. Don't try and run a business without playing it by the numbers. You need to learn sales, and if you have a fear of sales, you need to get over it, because you own your business, in the early stage of business, you are the most passionate person there is about your business, and you have to get out there and sell it. I could go on about this for hours, but you do have to learn how to sell. And there are some fantastic sales resources out there. Marketing, you don't need to necessarily understand it, but you do need to have good marketing people around you. You need to understand that the best product and service in the world is useless unless it's got a great marketing strategy behind it. You need to learn how to present. And like sales, it's one of the things that many business owners really don't want to do. But you do. I used to be terrified of public speaking, and you just have to get over it, because you have to represent your business, whether it's presenting one-on-one to a potential client, or it's presenting to a small group in a pitch situation, or it's presenting, going along to networking and standing up like the people that did earlier did a fantastic job. You know, they really got up there and they stood in front of nearly 90 people and they talked. And they did that because they had the courage to do it. So you need to learn to do that. You need to learn how to recruit. I loved how Kay said earlier that if you actually engage someone like her to help you with the recruitment process, it can actually be a lot more cost effective than engaging her to help you with the extraction process. And I know my most expensive business mistakes have been all around employment, and it all boils down to I hired the wrong person. I've done it a number of times. My record was a $40,000 exit to get rid of someone, where it probably would have cost me a few $1,000s to get someone to actually help me employ the guy in the first place. And it wasn't his fault. And I say this to business owners: if you end up in a mess like that, it's not their fault, it's your fault. You employed them. You know, and if you don't understand how to go through that recruitment process, then you're going to get yourself into a whole lot of hot water. And once you've got your people on board, you need to understand how to get the best performance out of them. In my experience, most people who own the business owners, are far better leaders than they are managers. And I see this time and time again, and I know I'm definitely in that category. You know, I could get people to work for me for nothing with the vision of what I'm trying to create. But I have no patience for the management. You know, it's like if you're not as passionate and as committed and as determined and willing to work every hour like I am, then I have no time for you. I have no patience. I eventually hired a general manager who one of the first things she did was she banned me from hiring anybody, firing anybody, or sending any emails to anybody if I was cross that she hadn't already vetted. So if you fall into that camp, which you probably do, you need to get some help. You need to bring in HR. There are some fabulous HR consultants out there which, for not very much money, will come in and put some systems in place to enable you. And the last one is systems. At the end of the day, every single thing you do needs to be about systemizing it so that you can actually get your team running your business the way you want to run it, so that ultimately someone can come along, take you out of the picture, put someone else in, and the whole thing runs smoothly without you.